And when it comes to dance, we can do a weekly class or a weekend class, and you don't have to have experience. You can do barre, you can do center. All you have to have is some ballet shoes, or if you don't have ballet shoes, just have some socks, and it'll be fun. We'll just do some dance, we'll practice turns, we'll do stretching, and it's really fun to just work on different kinds of technique, especially if you like to dance but you have never tried a class. And I can show you my pointe shoes. I have different kinds. So pointe shoes are loud, so they look like this, and this is how they in the back. And see, like when you bang it on, that's how you dance on points. And I can show you guys maybe later how I sew them on or how I put them on. And so you dance on the square part. So this is the part you dance on, and it's hard, and usually you have to practice a lot as a kid, and you end up just like dancing on pointe, which is so fun. And you get to turn, you get to do different performances and stuff. And if you guys want to learn to take classes, we can also do some pointe classes if you want to learn. And we have different ballet pointers as well. Like some people like capizios, like they do capizios, and they have more of a softer, so if I bang on the floor, it's like not that hard, and it has really good support for the arch. This is like the shank, and once you put your shoes on, I can show you for the next slide. I can show you some steps and variations if you guys want, and then we can do a class. So you guys can just let me know when you want to take a class, and we can just do it live. Like all you need are literally ballet shoes like this. If you have like these ballet shoes, it's fine, and if you don't, you can just literally have some socks and just dance in socks and just a little space. So dancing. So this is how pointe shoe looks like. This is without any ribbons, and you see over here the dark stuff, it is jet glue. So normally when you dance on pointe after a few classes, it becomes really soft. This shank becomes soft, and in order to preserve the pointe shoes, you want to have it kind of harder to harden and to kind of keep it to support your arch, to support your foot for longer periods of time, because they are so expensive. So we put jet glue on this part, so that's why it's dark and it becomes even harder. So if like you're being on the floor, you hear it's like very loud, and it also preserves the shoe, which is really cool. You get to wear these longer, and yeah, it's really fun. One of my older shoes, so they have ribbons already, as you can see, and here is the pointe, which is pretty cool. And after a while, after you dance on pointe for a while, you could see that it becomes like worn out, and the satin kind of comes off, and it becomes like the white inside the box, I mean the outside of the box. And these, I didn't put jet glue, so you can see there's no like dark stuff over here. Oh, thanks guys. And I have other shoes that I also have I might have some rosin. I'll have to check that. But rosin is the stuff we put on this part of the shoe to help us not be too slippery when we're dancing, because sometimes the floors can get slippery, so we want to kind of keep our shoes from slipping. So we put rosin on this part, and sometimes we'll put it on the insides of our heels, and it'll be on this part as well. Who were asking me like, is it okay if I never had experience in dance before? Yeah, of course. This is just like an opportunity for everybody. And yes, I did grow up dancing ballet, and I had the experience of teaching kids as well, so I thought it was really nice to just open up the space to be able to teach just anybody who wants to learn dance. And if you do want a private class, we have private classes as well. And let's see. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You can send me a message on my email if you're subscribed to our weekly dance newsletters, and I'll respond there. And yeah, I just gotta finish this one. Okay. And also, here's my pointe shoe, and you see it's not Capezio, it's a different brand. So this one is Freed. Freed is also a really great brand, Freed of London. So every brand of pointe shoe usually puts their brand on the back of the shank, just so you know like what pointe shoes there are, which brand it is. Every brand has their own different kind of style. I guess for Freed's, I jet glue these ones. Jet glue helps to preserve it, so I was able to preserve this really well. Also, see, this is what we dance on, and you can see let's bang on the floor to see how hard it is. So see, it's like really hard, and when you jump, it's obviously you have to jump quietly to make it sound so beautiful and effortless when you're dancing. And girls usually wear these. Here's a shank, so this is where we point our feet. Sometimes pointe shoes will have like a broken shank, so they'll break the inside over here, and this, they can take half of this off. Then you'll be able to point easier, like from this space, and it's easier to move sometimes. So I guess depending on the dancer, you can play around with pointe shoes and try to fit it as best as you can to your foot. And this is M, so see, this is medium. There's different sizes. This is kind of not that wide actually, it's kind of narrow. And they have a lot of pointe shoes that are wider because obviously every dancer has different size feet. So this is kind of like not very wide, but it does look really pretty. And obviously it's so important to go, and I'll show you a different one. This is more wide, see? I have my ribbons on. Depending on what kind of dancer you are, you just get completely different kinds of shoes. So you have to check your feet, get your feet measured, and you can learn jumps and turns and stretches and coordination. It's great to connect your coordination, and it helps you feel good. It helps you feel nice, and especially if you like stretching, if you like working out, or you feel like you want a consistent workout, dance is great. It's also less pressure in a way because you're not focused on working out so much as you are on connecting with movement, which is really great. So try it out. It's really fun. It's a great hobby. It's a great way to connect with yourself, to find ways to also deal with stress. Dance is a great stress management thing, and it's really fun. Another question I usually get is, what do I need to bring with me, or how much space do I need when it comes to dancing? For our classes that we do, you don't need that much space. You just need a space to be able to have like a chair to hold onto, some socks, wear some stretchy shirts, stretchy pants, or sweatshirt, sweatpants, and that's all. We'll just do classical music background, and we'll take our steps and we'll do some dancing. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can let me know.